for Nychuk again. He'll play it for Danielson. Power play continues. There's a shot that's blocked. Doesn't get through. Loose puck. They score. And guess who? It's Nolan Ritchie on the doorstep.
Back to the blue line, Iorio. Vincent Iorio up the right wing. In front, they score! Backdoor, Nolan Ritchie was alone, and he'll deflect it in. And the Wing Kings are back out in front.
Here's sideboards across. Here's Ritchie, scores! From his opposite front, Ritchie beats Poulter.
As Ward comes the other way onto the tape of Ritchie. Ritchie over the Raider line, hands it off down the far side. Zimmer shot save, rebound, scores! Ritchie knocks it home! And we're tied at 4 with 3:40 to play in the third period. And if the Raiders faithful were angry before, that's not going to improve their mood any.
Brandon on this power play. The Warriors killers are going to be tired. Here comes Ritchie to the front of the net. They score. Marcus Kelly in front. And it's a 3-1 lead on a power play. Knocked out to center, and Nolan Ritchie will try and make a break for it. Here comes Nolan Ritchie racing in on Thiessen. Ritchie to the net, and he scores.
Not sure how Nolan Ritchie managed to pull that.
Froggy with it, long pass to the Brandon bench. Zimmer's changing. Now a chance for Nolan Ritchie across the line. In a shot, he scores!
Well, not where you thought it was going to be a quality goal there, and just a patented shot.
Free in the right corner, Hall will get it. Wormold's the extra man, puck to the blue line, held in briefly, but now forced out by Ritchie. Backhanded to the empty net, and he will find it from center to make it 4-2.
At the blue line across for Logan Hammett. Hammett shoots inside. Ritchie! Oh, and Krebs looked like he put that into his own net. A tough break for the Tigers as Brandon finally breaks through, opening the scoring. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the second period. Off the glass, Nychuk keeps it in at the blue line. Left all alone, and they'll score. Nolan Ritchie caught in behind the defense, and he's able to drift towards the net. A perfectly placed tip, and just like that, Brandon answers right back, leading 3-1.
Fans of Team Canada as Chad Nychuk comes driving it in top of the right wing circle. Backhand pass in front, they score. Oh boy, that was pretty. Chad Nychuk put it on a pillow. To a 5-on-5 situation here with coincidental minors. Here's Bolshakov for Nolan Ritchie, busting in. Ritchie scores! Nolan Ritchie all alone, and he ties the game at 1.
Well, Bolshakov takes advantage of a bit of a turnover.
The top, Chad Nychuk's got time. Bolshakov waits, takes a peek, side of the goal. Kelly back door. What a pass and what a finish. It's 2-0 off the stick of Nolan Ritchie.
Goal themselves after watching Calgary tie it earlier this frame and then take the lead. Brandon is in the Calgary zone. Here's Mason Ward. He'll sneak down the right wing boards. Ward, bottom of the circle.
11th of the year, scored by number 24, Zach Funk.
And as they announce the goal, the Brandon Wheat Kings have tied the game. Nolan Ritchie takes the pass, and Brandon answers right back. We got a 2-2 tie.
Yeah, Brandon gets the puck down low. It's a cross-ice pass from the right circle deep to the top of the left crease area. Backdoor pass to Ritchie.
He's going to watch for Ritchie to come off the bench. He got him the puck. Here's Ritchie into the left circle. He takes it low, centered it off of Stevenson, and it scores. A break for Brandon as it's banked in by Nolan Ritchie for the overtime win with 1:14 to go.
Oh, the unlucky goal there to decide this one, unfortunately, as Ritchie just throws it towards the net area, trying to get it over to Greg at the other side. Goes off Stevenson's skate and goes behind the Calgary goaltender into the net. So Ritchie will get the goal, his second of the game, 17th of the year. An even overtime. A lucky break, unfortunately, decides this game here today.
Froggy, top of the right wing. He'll skate into the circle. Ritchie shoots, he scores. Bar down, Nolan Ritchie, the second goal of the night for Brandon.
Now out to center ice, Kelly up across the line. He'll push it wide. Kelly in, centering pass, they score! Nolan Ritchie! On 5, extra attacker is on here. Nychuk pulls side of the goal. Nolan Ritchie scores! Short side, tie game!
Well, they made it look easy. They went D to D and then down low to Ritchie.
Pulls, fires, it's blocked. Kelly chips it out to center. Nolan Ritchie, he's got a breakaway out of the box. Here's Nolan Ritchie in alone to his backhand, and he scores.
Well, Nolan Ritchie just makes it look easy.
He's slow to get to his feet. Here's Greg to the front of the net. Danielson, a shot stop. Rebound, they score. And it's Nolan Ritchie, and there's still time left on the power play.
Well, Danielson had an initial opportunity, and it's Ritchie that jumps all over that rebound.
Right side for Jake Chason. Here's Chason in, right wing, floated to the goal, they score! And it's Nolan Ritchie on the back door, and the Wheat Kings lead 1-0. Greg across the line, he's got Janelle with him. Greg to the net, knocked down, gets it back, a shot stop, rebound, Ritchie scores! Backhand, bar down, it's a 4-2 game. And for Chason, he'll slap it down the wall, Janelle racing in after it, turns it over, here's Nolan Ritchie to his backhand, and he scores! There's the hat trick. He was robbed of one on Wednesday, but he makes no mistake here as Nolan Ritchie's got his first career hat trick. Iorio will come out with it and start out 3-on-3 overtime. Pass ahead for Nolan Ritchie. He's got some room. Ritchie in, scores! Nolan Ritchie, top shelf, and the Wheat Kings win.
Well, you know, Nolan Ritchie makes it look so easy. Comes off the bench, comes in about halfway inside his own zone, does a big circle, takes that lead pass off the stick of Iorio, and then just basically gets to the top of the circle, and he loves that top shelf, and he finds it over top of the Calgary netminder, Buenaventura, who's had a solid game tonight, but it'll be the Wheat Kings that walk away with the extra point tonight.
From Chad Nychuk, the difference. Here's Jake Chason up along the wall, near side, throws it in front, centering pass, backdoor play, they score. Chad Nychuk started it, and Nolan Ritchie finished it, and Brandon's back within 2. Here's Danielson, centering pass, Ritchie scores! Upstairs, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Tried to get Alex Plant to pinch in, here's a breakaway pass, Nolan Ritchie in, scores! Short-handed, silky smooth by
to make it a
Ritchie.
3-on-2. Iorio down the left side, taking it wide, backhands it back across. Ritchie in the slot, saved by Chayka, rebound, they score! For the second game in a row, the Wheat Kings' first goal is bounced in off a Raider.
As the wrong guy jumped for the wrong guy. Here's a pass right to the front of the net for Ritchie. He scores! Almost outskated himself. Here's Danielson to the net. They score! Boy, that happened in a hurry, and the Wheat Kings are on the board.
You know, Danielson has that deceptive speed.
Chason leading the rush with Ritchie in, a shot, scores!
Well, Jake Chason doing the work, just carries the puck again.